What's going on, guys? What's going on? New strategy trading right back at you with another live video. And this one right here is fairly important um, because it is actually a confirmation of um, of my prediction on January 8th when I announced to everyone that I had sold most of my crypto. Right? That's really what this is about. Um, Crypto is now Bitcoin now overnight has dropped down to 38,000. All right, it violated that 40,000 support that it's been holding. All right, it violated that 40,000 support. Let's go real quick to my page. I want to show this is the video I did on January 8th at 12:24 p.m. Right? This is when I told everyone that I had sold most of my crypto. Why? The topping pattern that it did, the head and shoulders pattern, which I've explained that my students know what a head and shoulder. So let's take a listen to that real quick. Crypto, which is predominantly Bitcoin, and then Ethereum and Litecoin. This is a daily chart, right? This is a daily chart of Bitcoin, okay? And you can see the head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Boom. And now it's going down. For the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For the past 7 days, it's going down. It's going from 48,000 to where it's at now, 41,000. And now, head and shoulders pattern is a bearish pattern. You can look up head and shoulders chart pattern, which I've explained that my students know what a head and shoulders pattern is. It's a reversal pattern. Some of my new students don't, but most of my students that's been with me for a while do. And it violated a major support level right here, this black line at 45,365. All right, it's a major support. That's why I did a lot of buying that, actually. But this thing here, let me draw. All right, so basically, on this video on January 8th, I was explaining why it says why I recently sold 75% of my cryptocurrency, right? And that was on January 8th. Bitcoin is at 41,000. As you can see, Bitcoin is now at 38,000, 38.5. It dropped all the way down to like 38, 37.8 actually, below 38. All right, oops. So what it did is it violated this support level that had one here at 42, and now it violated this one at 40. So now the next target is 30 again. See, this is the weekly chart. This was a couple handle. It broke out of a couple handle. Boom, boom. When it hit all-time highs, it did a little double top here and started to pull back. I was assuming that it was going to find support around these moving averages. So I started making a lot of buys right here in between 46 and 50. And then this week here, boom, killed it. Then, of course, it did a pause bar. And now this week here, boom, it's killing another support level. So it's violating these support levels. The trend is turning. The moving averages are turning downward. They're tight now. So this thing could continue to drop. And it's funny because the stock market is dropping at the same time. That's Bitcoin. This is Ethereum. Same thing. Boom. Ethereum's next target is down here, this green line. Support level at 26. It's at 27.85 now. Then if it breaks that, the next target is down here at 1,700. Then the big support is down here at 1400, 1428. Litecoin, 121. Its support down here is at this 200 and at this 200 period moving average and around this 100 level. So that's what's going on, guys. And I told y'all January 8th, I told you it's time to sell. It's time to sell. It's not time to buy. I'll let you know when it's time to buy. It's okay. Now, like I say, I have a percentage. We talked about this. I have that small 25% of Bitcoin in particular, just Bitcoin though, not Ether or Litecoin. 25% of Bitcoin that I will never, ever, ever sell. I will just sit through these corrections with that. All right. So there you have it. You got your head and shoulders on the daily pattern. Then you got here a failed cup with handle. It broke out of a cup with handle. Then it just totally came down. Boom, reversed. Now it's breaking the low of that handle. That's a reversal. That's like a failure pattern, a failed cup with handle. So that's that. So that with the head and shoulders, head, shoulder, head, shoulder, boom. You could put the neckline here. Had a neckline here. So you got the it came up here after it first hit 60,000. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Boom, it crashed. I announced down here June 21st. Oh no, it was July 21st. July 21st, July 19th. That's when I announced. If you go to my page, my new strategy page on Facebook, New Strategy Trading, I announced now is the perfect time to buy. I bought heavily right here. I told everybody buy. And it went from 29,000 to 69,000 in little over 3 months. From July to November. Less than 4 months. And when it hit that high, it pulled back. I thought it was going to be a bullish pullback, and now it's not. It's totally breaking down. So his next target is down here to 30,000. Now, when it gets to 30,000, it should hold. I'm calling for it to hold at 30. I don't think it's going to go back down to 20. I don't think it is. It may, but I don't believe it is. All right, so that's the deal with the crypto markets, guys. Watch out. Don't buy right now. All right. All right. I'm not telling you what to do, but if I could, I'll be telling you not to buy. All right. So, like I said, it's peculiar that the crypto markets are crashing with the stock market at the same time. So we go to the stock market. As you can see on my watch list over here, is predominantly red. All right, this is the S&P 500. Major problems here. We've been short. New Strategy Trading has been buying short put options, short-term put options, shorting the market. That's been our strategy, guys. I'm gonna erase that. Well, I'm gonna keep that on there. But as we can see, I called for a warning in the market as well. I told my traders why now is not a good time. This was 2 weeks ago. Why now is not a good time to be fully invested in the market. It's either a good time to be in cash, sitting on the sideline, or shorting. But it's not a good time to be invested. All right, the market's been on a run really after the coronavirus. Then it came and did a double bottom correction down here in November and broke out of that in November 2020. And it's been going up ever since. So now it's just now breaking. Boom. This bar that it's making right now. After that double top last week. Double top. Boom. The failure. Last week was like a pause bar. Kind of tricky. You didn't know whether it was going to find support here but it broke it. Boom. It broke that trend line here. I drew a trend line here, connected my lows. Boom. This week here, it caught support. Last week, but this week, boom, it started breaking below it. Now, boom. Extremely bearish. This is the weekly chart. Let me go to the daily. So, yeah, here's when it broke it. So now it's close to the 200 period moving average. We're going to see what it's going to do. It could find support at the 200 period moving average. All right. But for the Dow has already broke the 200 and it's still below it pre-market. It's going down more pre-market. The NASDAQ has already broken the 200. Boom. Now it's down even more. So the NASDAQ is headed down here. Definitely. The Dow, yeah, the Dow's headed down here to this 340. This is the futures, the spiders, the diamonds. All right. And we have actually, my team, New Strategy Trading, has actually put in shorts on head and shoulder pattern. We started with shorts on head and shoulder patterns from Starbucks, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. It's on the daily, so it looks a lot bigger. If you go to the weekly, it's picture perfect. Picture perfect head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Boom! Crashed below it last week. Killed it. We caught it like right up here, like 103, 102. We started shorting. And we've been shorting and getting out and shorting the whole time. Shorting the whole time. And now it is below. Starbucks might run all the way down here to that 200. Because it's below all support levels. Now it's definitely got to come touch this gap, fill this gap down here at 90, 91. So Starbucks is one that we already made a few trades on it. I have 2 traders that are still in it. I've taken my profits off of it, but depending on if I can get a little pullback, maybe next week, a little green somewhere in the daily charts, I may go back in for another short because Starbucks has got a lot of room to fall, and this is a huge head and shoulders off the weekly chart. So we know that the bigger and the longer the pattern is, the bigger the pattern is, the more powerful the resulting move is. And that's a big head and shoulders. All right, and then we got Apple. We crushed Apple. We crushed the Dow. We crushed the Dow yesterday. And we also crushed Apple off a beautiful, another one, guys. Head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. And I was saying this last week. I'm just waiting to see what it's going to do. It's going to break the neckline. And yesterday, boom. Well, the day before yesterday, boom. And yesterday it pulled back. Tested the neckline, failed. Boom. Came back crashing. Pre-market was all the way back down to 163. So this thing could actually fall too. I mean, the 200 is way down there. I mean, I don't know if it might go all the way down there. It could find support in this area where it's at. But we're already actually up. Actually, let's see. On my put options on Apple, I'm up 113 on this put. And I'm up 160 on this one. Nice. So it's gonna be more than that. So I would probably I am probably gonna sell and take some profits. I'm not greedy, guys. You know, with options, we do short term. With options, we use for new strategy trading, our strategy for options, we use options for short term income gaining strategies, meaning we want to generate some profits on a weekly, bi weekly basis. Then that's what we use options for. So $200-300 pop a week, we're happy with that because we also have other strategies with more long-term strategies with regular stocks and cryptocurrencies. So we have three strategies that we apply in new strategy trading. We use options, which is when you buy an option as opposed to a stock, right? The option itself is one contract. That contract is made up of 100 shares of stock. So for every option contract, it equals 100 shares of stock. So when you buy an option, when the stock moves $1, you can make up to $100 depending on what option you buy, how expensive, how far deep in the money of an option you buy. All right. You can make my options. I buy them where I make in between $40-50 for every dollar that the stock moves. So you're able to generate fast, quick money, but it's based on a time contract. So you have to be out of that contract during a certain amount of time. So we use that strategy for short-term profit generating. All right. So I just wanted to run that by you guys real quick. Like I say, the crypto markets is correcting. The stock market is correcting. This is not a time to be buying. This is a time to be either selling or sitting on the sideline. Short selling is a strategy for professionals. So if you don't know what you're doing, don't try to short. If you do, then you know your levels where you should be covering your shorts. But when you see Bitcoin doing stuff like this and just continuously violating these areas, these low areas like this, these support areas, it's not good. Boom, violation. Boom. Next target, 30,000. All right. Quick update. Just wanted to let you guys know that. And as you already know, like I say, every market, all markets go through correction, guys. Nothing goes up forever continuously every day. No, that's not how it works. So you have to know, overall, the crypto market is in an uptrend still. The stock market is still in an uptrend. This is not bear market. This is just market correction. It's going into a correction. All right. A bear market has to be a correction of over 20%. And we ain't got at that level yet, right? So quick update, new strategy trading signing out.